Hi, this video is about Expat TV and how you can unlock global entertainment using something called a VPN. Now, living abroad or traveling abroad shouldn't mean really losing your access to your favorite shows anymore. Yeah, apparently about 65% of expats struggle with something called geo-restrictions, which block access to their home content. Now I'm going to show you how a VPN can offer the perfect solution for accessing whatever you want from anywhere in the world. Okay, a VPN. I mentioned a VPN. A VPN stands for Virtual Private Network. Let's just give you a very simple example of how it actually works. I won't go into the technical details of the VPN itself, but basically how you use it. So, you first of all connect. You've got to launch your VPN app and pick a server. This engages a routing of all your traffic, so your data will travel through the specific servers in whichever country you choose. So if you choose a Spanish VPN, it'll go down a Spanish tunnel, really. This enables you to mask your IP address, because your IP address will appear to be local to whatever region you selected. So if I sit here in Spain or France or Germany and pick a Hong Kong VPN or a Mexican VPN, that's where I'll appear to be. And this allows you to stream content from anywhere in the world. You can access different libraries of Netflix, BBC iPlayer, Hulu, NBC, ABC, anything really. Pretty much, if you choose the right VPN, it'll work from anywhere. Let me just show you how it works without using a VPN. So let's just go here and watch BBC iPlayer. If I try and watch BBC iPlayer from outside the UK, boom, BBC iPlayer isn't available in your region. This is a channel called South African Broadcasting Company, SABC. So it's a South African version of BBC iPlayer, if you like. And it's got loads of content and stuff, but if you're outside South Africa, you'll get this message here. And Netflix picks your location and shows you the library according to your location. So let's just scroll down. The easiest. A lot of Netflix will be the same because it's a global account, but you'll get different ones here. And you can see it's showing me top films in the UK today. It's picked a UK IP address. Right, and let me change that. Let's go back. Okay, let's just show you quickly how this works. Right, let's start the VPN. I use a VPN called NordVPN because it's got loads of servers all over the world, and it's very reasonably priced. It's probably the biggest VPN in the world as well. As you can see here, this is a map of all the different servers, and you can see they go from America, North America, South America, Africa, to the Far East, loads and loads in Europe. And it's crucial this. You must have access to different countries if you want to watch different versions of content. Let's try a Spanish server first. And we're now connected. So I've got a VPN connection between myself and a Spanish server. Let me just... and we'll go to Netflix first and refresh this content. So you can remember I had the UK version of Netflix up here. Let's just see. And you'll see it's all changed here. This is because now I've got the Spanish version. Now it's difficult to tell, but let's just see if we scroll down. Here, yeah, we've got top 10 TV programs in Spain today, and it'll be top 10 films. And you can see the content will have changed quite a bit when you actually start studying. It's not always noticeable straight away, but you can change. Basically, you can access any VPN, any version of the Netflix catalog by changing your VPN connection. Okay, so let me go back and change that now. Let's go and see how we can change to the United Kingdom. Okay, so we're just gonna change to a UK server there. So now this is BBC iPlayer is a bit different because it blocks most VPNs. It doesn't block some of NordVPN's optimized servers. Bear in mind, if you want BBC iPlayer, you have to check. About 90% don't work. NordVPN has a range of servers that do work with it, and this is one of them. So let's just go down here. I'm going to stop BBC iPlayer and we'll go back to that. South African broadcast company won't work still because I've got a British IP address. But let's go and start BBC iPlayer. I've now got a UK IP address from the VPN server. Let me just refresh that to make sure it works. So BBC iPlayer will not give me that message now. Hopefully I can just start watching. You can see it's gone through the screen. I got that error message, this not supported in this region, before that. Now I've got the VPN connection up and you can see it's working perfectly. That's because I'm using NordVPN's optimized BBC iPlayer VPN server. Some other VPNs will work. I'm not saying a lot, so all of them won't, but you have to be careful with BBC iPlayer. Not so much with other programs, but BBC is pretty hot on it. Okay, so let me close that before I get a copyright restriction. Let's go and get a South African IP address. This is SABC, as I remember. This content is not allowed in your location. Let me start my VPN again. It's all in the same session, this. And we'll just go and find something in South Africa. South Africa, there we go. There's a Johannesburg server. So I'm going to change my VPN connection to South Africa. Now, of course, BBC iPlayer won't work because I've got a South African BBC IP address, but this should work. Let's just go to home from SABC. You can see it's working. That error message came up on the live when you try and watch the live TV channels. Now SABC has looked at my connection and says, he's in South Africa, Johannesburg. I won't try and do the accent. And it should all work fine. And there you go. You can see that streaming, whatever that is. Let me just pause that. And you can access all the SABC has about 10 channels. Interesting, it's quite good in these some of these sites for looking for different sports channels, because you'll find you'll get rugby or Premiership football on some of these sites where it's not quite as a big thing, and you won't have to pay fees. This is the free version of SABC. If we went back to Netflix now and refreshed, we would actually get the South African version of Netflix, which I'm not sure if it's any better, but you'll find it's a different catalogue. The best catalogue is usually the US version of Netflix. Okay, let's just close that and go back to our presentation quickly. So that's really it. That's how it works. Why do expats need a VPN? Hopefully for TV access, as I've demonstrated there. You can watch all your home content and, in fact, home websites. So if you're a British expat living in Italy, you can watch the BBC, you can watch ITVX, you can access Ladbrokes or online betting or anything like that. You can make sure that you never miss sports, and you can connect to the channels that you really want to watch rather than the ones enforced on you by your location. And the primary reason for a VPN is security, really. It protects your usernames, it protects your password, it encrypts everything down that little tunnel we were talking about, so it keeps you safe as well as accessing TV. So, the ultimate tool for expats. You have to have a VPN if you're an expat, I think, nowadays. It gives you that ability to maintain a connection to your home entertainment. It gives you unlimited access to pretty much everything. You can bypass all these blocks. There are thousands of blocks. Virtually every website you go to looks at your IP address. They don't all block or restrict, but they quite often change or modify. But media and entertainment sites will block access to you. So, it will, if you want complete security, choose a VPN and stay connected wherever life takes you. I mentioned NordVPN. There's a link to a great discount for NordVPN in the description below. So go and try that out. That's the cheapest you'll get, I think. We've got a great deal with NordVPN. I don't put links to other VPN services because I don't use them. So, but there are plenty of others around. So if you want to try something different, go for it. Okay, thanks for watching. That's why Expat TV needs a VPN tool. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.